Now we have our next guest, and she is a teacher who likes children. That's her introduction. I'm so glad she likes children and is a teacher. She is an entrepreneur who loves innovation, education, and over the past 5 years, she has been working to ignite children's creativity. So we are excited to hear from Han Shuo, and I'm sure that's not right. Please correct me on that one. But Han, thank you so much for joining us. Let's get her microphone on. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. We hear you too. So we are ready for you to start.
Okay. I think everything is running.
Yes.
Okay, good. First, hello, hi. I'm very nervous because this is my first time to use English to give a presentation.
Please don't be nervous. We are so honored and thrilled that you're here. So you're going to be amazing.
Thank you so much. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is, my English name is Jojo. So Chinese name, Han Zhuo, that's the pronunciation. And I'm located in Shanghai, China. And I'm quite honored to meet all of you on the Gift platform. In 2014, I founded an institution to provide science and technology innovation courses for young children, whose mission is to ignite innovation capacity for children. For more than 5 years, we have insisted on developing science and innovation courses combining STEAM, interdisciplinary concepts, and project-based learning for students age 5 to 14, which also carrying out lots of frontline teaching. Why should I start such an institution? I'll tell you a story. 7 years ago, I was working in a representative robot education institution in Shanghai. At that time, the concept of robot education was rising in first and the second tier cities of China. And I observed that the robot education institution at that time mainly taught students how to assemble models. That means the teaching process of teacher was based on the finished model, while teaching students to construct step by step. And finally, the evaluation of learning results was also based on whether the students completed the model. At that time, I was quite puzzled. Like such stereotyped teaching methods couldn't reflect the important significance of robot education to inspire students' creative thinking instead of only cultivating their ability to observe imitation and construction. So I was at that time as a teacher who had been teaching for 8 years and had always advocated the concept of holistic education. My heart ignited the strong enthusiasm of better teaching methods for children. So I want to provide them with more enlightening and creative learning space that encourage independent thinking. Coupled with some coincidences at that time, Join In, yeah, this is Join In Youth Creative Lab came into being. So our team hopes that the students in here in Join In Lab can unleash their imagination and curiosity. And we hope in here the children can change from require me to learn to I want to learn. And in Join In, what they learn is not only for exams, but more for practice. So as a result, at Join In, how do we help students achieve creativity in the application of knowledge? First of all, students accumulate essential knowledge and maker skills through small projects, like project-based learning, to prepare for later independent invention. So at this stage, they have to complete about 16 different projects, which include the learning objectives like tool using, understanding materials and mechanical structure, basic electronics, and programming. Um, Students take the end point as the starting point, and the goal of completing the final project task, so as to realize cognitive construction through semi-open learning method. So this is the age stage. So at this stage, so for example, yeah, this is an example. For example, we have a classic project for grade 3 students, a smart hat. The driving question of this project is how to effectively help blind people avoid obstacles of upper body when walking. The learning objectives include grasping how the sound is generated, understanding of ultrasonic sensor, programming to realize alarm with buzzer, and learning sewing skills. Students can find out how the sound is generated based on experiments. They can learn how to achieve the required functions through programming. And finally, install the obstacle avoidance device in the proper position of the head by their own. So in this process, each student has a learning diary which records his own project design drawing, learning process, self-evaluation, and mutual evaluation with peers. Okay, so yeah, those are all the small projects that we have done. Secondly, students invent and innovate under the guidance of teacher. That means in the real world, they can find the problem that they want to solve, combined with the essential knowledge they learned before, combined with the 7-step teaching method of discovering problems, identifying problems, understanding problems, scheme design, models making, testing, display, and communication in invention education, so as to make invention and creation with social value, as well as comprehensively helping students to improve their innovative ability and develop innovating thinking. At the same time, each invention diary records how students go from thinking to creating. Let's take a look at 2 students' invention cases. The first one is 8-year-old Mia. From the age of 6, she began to accumulate essential knowledge and maker skills through project-based learning, and later she designed a shoulder hanger for bottle liquid at the stage of invention, which solved the problem that it was inconvenient for patients to go to the bathroom when handling bottle liquid alone in the hospital. So yeah, like this. Isn't it simple and practical? And second one is 11-year-old Ryan. After 1 year of project-based learning, he designed the no cold water shower at the stage of invention, which solved the problem of always getting cold water first when turning on the shower. I think we all have encountered this problem.
Yes.
So, yeah, here are the other examples, like intelligent coaster and a device to avoid difficult selection. So we believe that knowledge is not just the knowledge. Practical application in learning is the most critical. Using the learning of project-based courses and the practice of invention and innovation to help students achieve creativity in the application of knowledge. We have harvested huge surprise from our students. So yeah, the above is what I want to sharing today. And finally, I want to say a few more about my personal feelings, because due to the impact of the COVID-19, the virus, in the first half year, the current survival situation of our company actually is not satisfactory. While this form of teaching also not belongs to the mainstream education here in China. So in fact, we have always faced great operating pressure. However, the original intention of creating truly valuable learning for students is the impetus for us to continue moving forward. As the founder, I shouldered very heavy responsibility and hope to get more opportunities for exchange and learning with peers. And I also hope to obtain the opportunity of going to the United States for further learning. So I will continue to improve myself and keep going with my original intentions. Thank you very much for listening. That's my
Oh,
sharing.
wow. Han, you had
Awesome.
no worries at all about presenting
Yeah.
yourself in English. That was absolutely poetic, very beautiful.
Yes.
You
Yes.
expressed yourself very well, and everything you said oozed passion out of it. So thank you so much for what you're doing with your children. You definitely do love them, and you are trying very hard to make sure that they are successful in life. So I'm sure Arturo feels the same way. We were both just nodding our heads up and down.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, congratulations. I mean, the whole project. I have a couple of questions, like how many, like the facility looks like very spacey. How many kids would normally, I know that the situation is different now, but how many students do you attend at or can you hold like simultaneously at your facility?
You mean how many students that we are having?
Yes.
Yeah.
Each physical center, around 115 to 200.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
but recently, actually, we are now closing some of the centers
because of the situation.
Will they
And
reopen later?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I am not sure because
let's be optimistic.
Yeah.
Han, can you unshare your screen so we can see you
Okay.
bigger? Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So how does that make you feel that they're shutting down?
Oh, well, I don't know how to describe it. Feel like I still have many work to do. Yeah.
You see the spirit. You see the spirit in her. I mean,
Yes.
I perhaps a different person would say, like, you know, what they need to close and whatever, and get themselves defeated. But her spirit, I mean, she I know I can feel also that sadness that I'm sharing with her that, but she says we have a lot of work to do, and this, you know, Han, Jojo, I mean, it's the whole project is awesome. I am positive that you will be able to evolve this whole thing beyond. You and your staff are going to find like new ways and new ways to make it grow. I hope that there's also collaboration between that you can come over to the United States and also come over to Mexico and come over to Canada and share all of these initiatives and learn. And I am positive that you will be able to push the project further. I mean, because that passion and that love for your students and that love of what you do is actually a spark that cannot be extinguished easily.
Jojo, the world needs you. Obviously,
Yeah.
where you live needs you, your kids need you, but I think the world needs your positive spirit too. I really feel like there's going to be another side to the COVID. I think we're going to come out of it somewhere. And when we do, we'll continue. Your last slide said truly valuable learning for kids. And I think you'll continue that. And you've inspired me. So thank you so much for sharing your words tonight.
Yeah, me too. Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much. Yeah, I know that I have lots of things to do, and you saw that my introduction. Actually, I didn't got the opportunity to go to the university to study. So so that's why I want to, because I'm not I was not a good student of study in at school. Um, Always very hard with the examination. Yeah, so that's I think kids, students, especially Chinese students, they need um, a, a, a learning space, learning center like this.
Yeah, yeah. But you found a way to adapt yourself and then come out with an option for many students, a different model. I mean, I think it's just also a life legacy that I mean, you're so young and you already have like established all of this legacy because of that. I mean, yeah, I think you found here like friends and colleagues to collaborate, and I'm sure that you're gonna do great.
Thank you so much for being here.